Hey everybody, this is my February Artsnacks unboxing and review. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to see more of these videos. Now let's get started. Here's the box as it comes in the mail. We've got the Artsnacks logo on the outside, pretty standard looking box. When we open it up, we have all the items on the inside. We have the bonus item, which is a piece of Fabriano Artistico paper, a card detailing all of the supplies that you're getting in the box, and some contact information on social media for Artsnacks, sticker, the little treat, little sweethearts, and the supplies wrapped up in this green tissue paper. So I've unwrapped the tissue, and this is what we have on the inside. We have a Sakura Pigma Micron PN pen, Faber-Castell Goldfaber 2H sketching pencil, and a Raphaël mini precision brush, as well as two Sennelier French artist watercolor tubes. The colors I got in my box are lemon yellow and titanium white. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the bonus item this month is a Fabriano Artistico watercolor paper. It's 140 pound and 300 GSM, and I'm going to be using that for my little test illustration. I'm also using the Faber-Castell 2H sketching pencil to start my drawing. So I'm just going to put some border lines in here, and then I'm going to tape it down, and this will give me a nice little white border on my edge after I'm done my illustration. I really love using a 2H pencil to do my preliminary drawings underneath. It's light enough that it erases quite well without any residue behind, but it's also dark enough that you can still see it when you're doing ink lines over top or whatever else you want to do. And now we're moving on to the Sakura Pigma Micron PN. The PN stands for plastic nib. This pen is supposed to be suitable for everyday writing and drawing. It's archival ink, and it's quick drying and waterproof as well. And here I'm just laying down some lines with my little panda bear. I'm finding this paper is has a little bit more tooth than normal. Usually I use the Fabriano Artistico hot press paper, and I find it's a little bit easier to get the lines down without too much drag on the paper with the pen. Next, we're moving on to the Sennelier watercolor and the Raphaël mini precision brush. We're just going to use a tiny bit of the pigment here. It's quite saturated, and highly pigmented, so not a lot is needed for this, especially for this small illustration. I found it really creamy and really nice to work with. I actually found, because it was in the tube in like a paint form rather than a dry form, that I almost wanted to use it like a gouache, and actually later on I ended up using it without watering it down and just using it just straight out of the tube. Now I'm going to go back in with the Micron pen to redefine some of the lines that I covered over when I was doing my watercolor wash. I did notice that I got a little bit of bleed when I went over with the watercolor from the Sakura pen, and I don't know if it's just because I didn't let it dry long enough, but that's something I might want to try again later, just to see if that was the case, or if it really has some waterproofing issues. But other than that, this pen worked really lovely for texture and details. I did some additional texturizing as well, using the watercolor paint just straight out of the tube, and using the edge of the Raphael brush to create some flat lines and texture as well. The last step is to peel the paint tape off of the edges of the paper, which will reveal a nice clean line on the edges. Alright, so there you have it, all the items in the February Artsnacks box, including my little illustration. If you'd like to know more about Artsnacks, you can find them at artsnacks.co or here on YouTube. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you next time.